go. Hi everyone, this is Wing here from Silas. Let me just adjust the mic a little bit today. I'm all alone here, but we're going to do some spreads for you guys. Okay, so actually this was prepared by one of our colleagues, Vicky. So she did up a spread for the autumn season. All right, so we're going to do some spread. Maybe I won't be doing exactly the same, but we'll be doing teaching you how to use the journaling kit that we have set up for November. All right, let me adjust my lens a little bit as well so you can see me clearly. All right, cool. Okay, those of you who haven't joined us for before, this is Wing here from Silas. I'm going to show you guys some journaling every month. So this is the journaling with us for this month. I will switch over to this angle so you can see more clearly. So what we'll be doing more or less today is a November spread for those of you who haven't done. Yeah, you can just use the idea and then use it for maybe December as well. We decided to work on a autumn theme. Autumn is my favorite time whenever I go back to Korea because that's when all the leaves and the trees have turned yellow and red, and it's a gorgeous color to have. So it's all nice and red and golden color. You can see over here as well. Yeah, so what we've chosen for our pack, I will show you in a short moment. All right, so this is the pack. So those who have ordered the pack, thank you very much. So this is the pack that will come in. Of course, we pack something slightly differently every time, but it's always nicely packed by our ladies in the team. So in case you're wondering what this is, so we actually take random sheets of paper. I think last time we had Traveler's Notebook newsletters. This time we've been using some Cavallini calendars as well. So these are very old calendar images, but so it's pretty useful. You can just cut out, snip certain parts and then use them as part of your junk journal, all right? Or if you have some Paris theme one as well, you could use it in the future. Okay, so it's random. Everybody gets something different basically most of the time, yeah? Okay, so what's inside the journaling kit for November? You see we've normally packed it up, and then you can see over here, this one's actually a mushroom themes, all right? So this one's number 94. You can see there's actually two different colors. Let me open it up. I'm going to use it up anyway. So Moocraft, if you're not familiar, these are made in Taiwan, and these are called print-on stickers. So we selected this for this month because it's autumn, and then we thought it would be nice to pick up some of these nice colors over here. So you can see we have plenty of mushrooms, all right, and some autumn leaves to go along with it, some squirrels, red, golden brown, brown, mushrooms and leaves as well. Yeah, so you can see them. Quite fun, right? So if you like it, give us a thumbs up underneath. Let me know which one of you actually like autumn as well. If you like autumn, please write down in the comments so that I know that there's somebody else out there who likes autumn weather, right? And autumn's nice because it's always the nice air-conditioned weather between, I don't know, between like 10 to 20 degrees. I really like that, and it's nice to go and have a stroll and not humid anymore, so that's always nice as well. Then matching it with the mushrooms that we have, let me show you over here. This one is from the MTX series. Yep, so this one you can see the part number over here. So later we can show you exactly what are the mushrooms on the inside as well. We have opened it up. Then we also write something special. This one's not so easy to find outside. This one is Yano design. All right, so you can see autumn, and you can see all the different autumn dessert treats. Yeah, so it's quite cute. So this one's like 5 mm by 20. Yeah. All right, or 5 meters by 20. All right, so you can see all the different trees. We'll open it up later. Then we're going to open up this one as well. These are the autumn ginkgo leaves. All right, so this is a 5 mm tape, which is pretty useful for your bullet journaling. So I think I've already opened up some to show you. So for this, we have opened it up, the mushroom tips. Let me just show you and spread out for you guys have a look as well. Over here, you can see, I hope you can see clearly. Okay. I'm not so familiar with the names of all the mushrooms though. Anybody here is an expert with mushroom and the different names? You can type it in whatever you can identify from the fungi family. Yeah, so it comes about between here to here. Let me show you, okay? So it repeats between here to here. So if I put it up, then this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 before it repeats. Yeah. So this one you can use up. So this is this. And then when we open up this from Yano Design for autumn, they've actually got quite a lot of different seasons. Okay, they've got spring, summer, winter, everything. But this one's autumn, so you can see over here. So when you open it up, all right, so let me take this off. So it's a little bit stickier than your empty tape. Okay, but these are also made in Japan and they're still very high quality. Okay, so let me pull out one. You've got porcelain bowl, some kind of whisk. Yeah, normally Erin's doing the one describing all this, but she had a sleepover last night and she's totally hungover. So she's sleeping in the room right now. So you can see some chestnut, yeah, tea, some rabbit looking sweet. Let me raise it nearer to the camera. Yeah, so it repeats after here. So let me show you guys. So this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let me show you up close again. So this is the autumn desserts. Okay, cool. Let me close that up before we use it later. Okay, I'm not gonna close up so nicely because I'm gonna definitely be using it. Then we've got this as well. So the ginkgo, you can see these are 5mm tapes. So these are pretty useful as making borders and stuff like that. Then you can see over here, I don't know whether you can see clearly. Okay, so these are repeated patterns you can see. Repeats quite quickly. So this is only the short stretch over here that repeats. So I'm just going to show you up close. Okay, I hope you can see that. Yeah, so but it comes in nice autumn colors. So we're going to use that as well. Yeah. Great. So you can see here, we've got a nice big spread over here. I'm wondering whether I should do exactly on the same place or on another area. Maybe we just do it here. So, okay, I'll just leave myself a little bit of space. Okay. So I'm just going to do my own, but we're going to do something similar, all right? So over here, you can see this spread, what it's about. Let me raise it up a little bit. So you can just put a certain week, all right? So maybe this is a spread of the week that you're talking about. Maybe just some things to remember for your spending habits, your savings, what you need to take note of, your to-do list, and your quote of the week, all right? Okay, so are you guys ready? Anybody has got their journals ready? You can get ready to start journaling together with us. Yeah. So I'm just gonna take out what simple pens that I have. All right, and then just reference this. I'm gonna do some of my own style as well instead. So this is very pretty. You can see she has chosen quite a lot of nice mushroom and she actually drew in some stuff as well. Let me pick up some things to draw on later on as well. I would prefer to maybe start sketching on some stuff. So let me look for like mushrooms. All right, then you guys can take a look at this over here. So mushrooms wise, okay, I've got plenty of images that I can work on. Okay, and autumn leaves as well. So there's something that I wanted to prepare that is here. So okay, let's draw from this one as well. Okay, so those especially who don't like to draw, we are always saved by the stickers. Okay, now I just want to outline some simple things so that we can actually continue as well. So we'll just draw something similar to this, then we can keep it simple. Okay, I'm not even going to outline it. So over here, okay. So these lines you can see over here. So normally we will want to have some pencil. That's great. I forgot all about my leaves that I have in my traveler's notebook. But now I'm on the other room, so it's not so easy for me to come over. But I will do this. So, oops, this is a bit off. General shape is there. Okay. Okay, so just gonna pick it up over here. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just gonna out some outlines first. All right. So if you have your pencils and markers with you, you can follow me as we do this. So after you get a general outline, we're not looking for perfection here. We're just gonna draw out some stuff. So just a simple. All right. So at least you get an idea. This is here. This is your outer leaf. Yeah, see, I'm not trying to do too perfectly. Yeah. Okay. So this is just some general shape. So it's okay if you can't really draw too well. That's the whole point. We are going to have tons of tapes to go along with it. Let's just try to follow one of these colors as well. I've got tons of current markers with me. I don't know all the colors very well yet, so we shall experiment a little bit. So I'm just going to pull out from here because just to show you, I have got the entire box right in front of me. This is the Brush Marker Pro with neon colors. This is like 72 colors on the inside. I should just show you. This is like, whoa, huge, right? So we're just gonna pick a few colors along the way. Let me know there's like some colors that you guys prefer. Oh yeah, since I've got an eraser here, I should erase off some of this paper from pencil markings. Then we can do some shading. Okay, so I'm just trying to follow just a little bit over on this side. So yeah, okay, colors pretty nice. So color marker brushes are pretty easy to use. Okay, I'm just gonna use it as if it's watercolor today, like some watercolor brush. All right, so I'm just gonna do some shades. All right, so you can see I'm just filling up some shades. I haven't tested all the colors, but let's see how it goes. This is fine, and I like to paint slightly out of the outlines. Actually, I prefer the effect rather than being very clinical and then trying to fill up within the borderlines. But if you prefer to do that, then you can be extra careful and go along the way, right? I just like the effect of it, like it's always accidentally coming off, so that looks like it's actually drawn by human and not printed. Okay, so I'm not too sure what this green is like. Oh, this is a very light green, so this looks fine as well. A bit neon, huh? Maybe let's try to focus on the browns then. This one's a little bit on the dark side. And choose something else lighter. I prefer having a lighter shade. So yeah, this one's really light. So this is easier for me to do some coverage. Right. Okay, then this is a slightly darker tone. So the beauty of course, and the luxury of having full 72 colors is you have less blending to do. So there's no problem if you just have like maybe the basic 6 colors or 12 color sets. Then it's just that you gotta use your blending brush and do some more blending. Lazy people like me probably prefer to have more of the colors available so that we don't have to keep blending. Yeah. So yeah, so I think I'm not having a sketching session today, so I won't spend too much time doing the drawing. So this is just for this is a nicer. This one's called. Oh no, how come I don't have a name for this? Oh yeah, this one's called gold. Yeah, so I like the gold color. So it's got a more richer yellowish tone. Yeah, so okay, that's just the main picture that I want to have. Then I want to have the mushrooms and stuff around later on. Then maybe towards the end we will write out that it's November. As you already know, I'm not so well calligraphy trained. I should be getting myself more training from our fellow trainers who are much better at it. Okay, so let's start cutting. So autumn. Let's get my scissors in place. Yeah. So you know that Move Craft, you probably got a protective white sheet underneath. Okay, so you can pull that out or you can just cut straight off with it. That's no problem at all. Okay, then this pair of scissors is a little bit sticky. Obviously, we'll be using for other purpose. Oh, okay. Let me see. These are all being used at the workshop. So, so they're all pretty sticky. So, okay, let's cut out some of this. I will just cut out smaller ones that I think I'm going to use at the same time. Okay, I am going to use some of this so that we can see. Try to always cut out the parts that you want to use. Those who are familiar with using it should know what I'm saying. Because sometimes we're a bit lazy. I have also done this many times. I try to just, press on the portions I've used and I think I don't have to cut it out. But there's a high tendency that as you press on, the other decal comes out as well. So to avoid that happening, it's still safer to just cut out the portion you want instead of trying to. Okay, so I'm just going to put it here so that I can see this is the enlargement of what I've done. Okay, so I'll try to be a little bit faster today since I'm all here alone. So those of you who's celebrating Deepavali, happy Deepavali to you guys as well. Yeah, so our office is actually closed. So the only thing we are clearing in the office is we are actually still doing some packing for all the online orders. Thank you for all those who made some purchases during this week. All right, for the 11/11. All right, let me see also this one. So this is the mushroom that Vicky has chosen as well as her focus. All right, so this part you can see is a bit tight. Wow, quite intricate here. I hope I'm not missing some parts. Let me get it done in the camera. So, okay. So I'm still trying to reference a little bit what she's done so that those of you who are journaling with us with the kit today can have some form to follow with. Although I probably deviated quite a bit, but the theme is the same. So I like my mushroom to be at the ground. So let's just quickly get this done up. So the bigger ones, you gotta be careful as well, because sometimes as you lift up, you might realize that not the whole part of the decal has gone down onto the paper smoothly. So don't just rip it off. Always start at the edge and then pull out gently. So sometimes you can see it's still not fully transferred to the paper underneath. So do pull out, you see. So you can see over here, I don't know whether you can see. It's probably a bit too far away. Let me show you what I mean. So over here, as you tear, you can see that sometimes it's not fully sticking, right? So then you gotta push it back down gently, then just to make sure everything's down and transferred nicely. So it's okay to lift up and then push it back down as long as you haven't removed it completely, then the positioning hasn't gone off. Okay. So ta-da! So the beauty of print-on stickers is, of course, you can't feel any additional height over it like normal decals. So it's totally flat. That's why it's called print-on. It's as if you printed on or you drew it yourself. Okay, so I think what was done here very nicely is talking about spendings and savings and to-do lists. So I'm going to put my to-do list over here instead. Okay, I didn't even bring my ruler over, so I'm just gonna improvise a little bit. Okay, so the beauty of also using dotted is that you've got a guide here. So it's just, let me take out the bookmark underneath so that it doesn't block when I draw on this. So at least you have an idea what this is going to be. So maybe for me, I'm still going to have a to-do list, but I'm going to put it over here. Then I'm going to start on this line. So some of you who are very into bullet journaling might have seen that you can count the number of dots that you have. But I'm going to just draw it very quickly. So because I'm not such an anal artist or bullet journalist, I'm quite casual about how I do it. So my marker, obviously I've been using this marker for some time. So you can see that my style will be more organic and less planned. And so very easily you can just draw up a box here on your own. All right, so then you can do it up nicely. You can do your to-do list. Okay, so this is my to-do list. So the beauty of this, you can see as well after you do the to-do list, is you can mix and match stuff. So let me show you what I mean. So we've already seen probably last time as well that it's a bit translucent, right? You can see the Moocraft stickers. So you can see over here, maybe what I mean, you can see the outlines as well. Yeah, so then you want to adjust accordingly. So what I want to do some is probably do some shading over here, some over here, and then you will have a 3D effect already, very lightly going. Right, so that's quite simple, right? So I'll just leave this empty because you guys might have idea what you want to do for a to-do list. So since we are into bullet journaling, then all of you might have a different key. So what you to do, you might be drawing just a circle. Okay. Some of you might have probably use the checkbox method, then you can use this. So, and then you can also mark out what you need to do. Of course, it's to shift on probably to your next week or next month. So this is just an example of what you can put up. All right. Then this is your to-do list. For November, I will just use my own handwriting. All right. Since our entire theme is autumn, so I'll just stick to this autumn colors, which is always in my bag actually. So this is always in my pencil case. So let's just do November. I'll just do a very simple one rather than write it out too much. So November. Okay. Then what we want to focus on is probably how we're going to decorate it. Okay, so we're going to do sections as well. What we're going to do, we can use the tapes over here. I think you can see over here, this is just a 7 mm and a 7 meter roll. All right. So the bullet journal dots in between for leuchtturm is actually 5 mm. So when you try to apply this, you'll probably see that it slightly covers over the dots. Okay, I don't know what you can see over here. So it overlays over the dots. Let me just cut away this. Okay, I normally prefer to tear. Basically to cut as well from here. Okay, so you can do on the top and below here as well. Okay, so you can use this as borders as well for creating some of your list. So you can see over here, instead of what is being done for here, okay, we can do as borders as well over here, just to decorate a little bit. So I'm going to just also add on to the base. So this is just a base decoration that we can do. I'll leave the numbers that you can see, so you can see the page numbers as well. Yeah. Then I think the fun part, of course, tapes is you can just choose whatever you like. So over here we've got some of this porcelain stuff. Okay. Then I think I can add on to the other side. Okay. Then I like the chestnut. So chestnut it is. Okay. So feel free to add on the way you like it and choose whatever you like. Then you can play along with it. And you can do some layering as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Then over here we have, let me see, we're going to choose some other mushrooms to add on. Okay. So I guess most of these are not edible. Being Chinese, everything we look at, we always think whether it can be eaten first. So I'm just gonna cut a length and then add on to actually separate my pages. So over here. Okay. So you can easily separate the pages as well. Just gonna create probably a few more sections. So other than the to-do list, what we can do is quote of the week. All right. So over here, maybe what I want to do is I want to add on over here. Okay. So we're going to pull this down. It's okay not to always have a full continuous line. Just at least you see the dots gives you a guide, and then you can pull it down here. Okay. So this will pull down, and then okay, you can see very clearly. So that's the beauty. You don't need a ruler with the dotted format. You can draw relatively straight lines this way as well. Okay. So over here, maybe I'll just use this anyway. So quote and of the week. Too many colors actually. Okay, so later I can fill out code and then fill it up nicely over here as well. Then over here you can see we're trying to do some spending, savings. So you can do different stuff over here as well. Over here later on, maybe we can put up the entire November month. We can draw up a different format from here. Then savings. So you've got a savings habit tracking. You can put that up. So let me see. I'm gonna just use what's available here to me. Okay, I draw some circles here as well. So yeah, I just use whatever's available. You can tell. So I'm just trying to purposely not connect it fully. Okay. And then you can have some basic extra colors that go along with it. Sorry, missed it out of the screen. Okay, so you can see over here. So this one you can do your other highlights. Then I'm just gonna grab some more of these mushrooms. Okay. Okay. I think I'll cut it out instead. Yeah. So just remember 7 meters in a row is a lot. Okay. So I know a lot of our washi tape users actually end up hoarding them instead of using them. Don't worry about it. Okay. Please use them. Make it an achievement. Make it your purpose to actually use up and see the final call. Actually, I find great joy when I see the actual final call instead of never ever using them up. All right, don't worry, 7 meters is more than you think. So like I mentioned just now, this alone is like, I don't know, like 10 cm or 12 cm only. So you have more than 70 of this going on and on and on. All right, so just use it. So I think I haven't been using much of this, so let me go back to this and then let's start cutting away. Okay, so there are plenty more of mushrooms that I like inside here. then we can start adding on as well. Okay, so you can mix and match all the mushrooms. So but you can see as well, this one is slightly translucent, just like the washi tapes. And so it has got this translucent effect. So do look out where you want to put them. Yeah. So maybe I'll just add some over here. These nice red top ones. And it shouldn't require much effort actually. So ta-da! So easy, right? Then you can also decorate. So this is very pretty as well. So let's make good use of this. I don't know what plant this is actually. Anybody knows? Can let me know in the chat. Okay, so this is really nice. Just not too sure where I can use it. I can use it sideways instead. Huh? This is probably the unorthodox way to do this. Oh, not too sure. Maybe I keep it for the other side. Let me see whether we can do a top layer down. No, doesn't seem to match. Okay, let me see where I can use it later on. I wanna use a let's see where we can use this. Okay, I like the squirrel, so I'm just gonna cut it off and add on. So this is a giant mushroom, and then I'm gonna do it up here. So I'm gonna rub this on. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so let's pull it out gently as you pull out. Ta-da! Okay, so you can see it goes right through. So sometimes you might wanna, if you don't want to see the lines, then you wanna finish up all your tapes before you start drawing other lines on it. Okay. So for me, I like all the leaves. I'm just gonna add on more leaves as well. Oh, this one's very sticky. I wanna add more of the acorns. Oops. Yeah, so just gonna add it here. Okay, you can see. Then I'm just gonna rub it on and transfer it over. Gently pull it off. Ta-da! So easy, right? Then I want to add more leaves actually. So leaf wise, I'm gonna add some different colors. Okay, so this one looks a bit purplish. All right. Okay. Then let's snip this off. So as the leaves come by, so this one I'll add it up to the top. Yeah. Okay. All right. Then what else do you guys like? I think this page is quite full already. Yeah, so later I'll fill up with a quote. So to do this, then this one I can put up with saving, spending. I'm gonna put up like birthdays instead. So birthdays. So I'm just gonna put like the date itself, birthdays to remember. So like 19th of November is my boy's birthday. Okay, so that's what I need to do. And then over this side, let's draw some other stuff. So, okay, this one's the full month, all right? So I'm just gonna do vertical one instead. I'm just gonna keep it simple over here, and then, of course, you can count all the lines as usual. What we can probably do very simply over here, you can draw out. Okay, see, it's not too difficult to actually draw lines with the dotted format. Okay, I'm purposely not trying to have very perfect lines, so we don't need to have a ruler for that. Yeah. So if you're counting lines to split up into the month, then you will have to probably count beforehand and then make sure they equal number of dots. Okay. So up to you how you're gonna do it. Okay, so you can see probably here there are quite a lot of dots. I'm just gonna one with this 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's just draw some stuff for fun then. I'm just gonna do this up. Okay. So we can just draw the lines. Yeah, so just remember to have 3 dots in between. Then you can pull down and pull down the lines. Okay, so as you can see, this one is an extra column going off. Alright, so it's pretty simple. You can just, yeah. Okay, so then because I didn't use up all the way to the end, so it's very hard to pull out. And then, so I don't know, maybe Sundays we're not going to do so much. Yeah. So just going to change the color over here. Okay. So this is, everybody has a different way to start their week. So Saturdays, Sundays tend to be not much, just grab some stuff. Yeah. Okay, so I just want to decorate over here, add on my, continue my list, and continue my ginkgo theme over here. So instead of drawing lines as well, you can just use this up. So yeah, so if you don't like to draw lines, you can always use this. Okay, so I'm just going to stick over now, take over the line that I drew. But you can see, you can decorate that quite easily. Yeah. Then you just need to decorate a little bit more, whichever one you like. I like this one that I cut just now. On top's not so nice, so I'm going to just put it below. Okay. Then you can start pulling out. Oops, you see what I mean? Okay, I'm just going to show you just now what I was talking about in case you didn't rub off hard enough. Sometimes it might break off. So this part still stuck there. So if you don't rip off quickly, you rip off gently, you can always reapply again. Okay. Then try lifting off again. Yeah. Then it should look fine still. As long as you don't miss the positioning. Ta-da! Okay. Easy. Cool. So over here, this is maybe what you wanna put up. So I always have, so you have to do a task list. So then I leave one normally for personal and then one for work, right? So work task. So these are the ones that I'm gonna probably write down later on. So these are the ones. So I split up my work task and my to-do list. My to-do is probably my own personal to-do list as well. Okay. Then I'm gonna just add on a few more of these mushrooms. Then we can finish up for today. Yeah, so you can see over here. So you can just cut around it. So I don't know what about you guys, whether you have any good ideas what to do for this December holidays. Normally all of us are working hard in November and until the December holidays. And as we are Singaporeans, many of us like to travel out of our little city state. So obviously this year it has to be a pretty big change. Okay, I decided I don't really like to put this bowl here. So good thing about washi tapes is I can remove it. Okay. So I don't know what you guys are doing. Give me some ideas. What you're doing, especially if you have kids. It's in the school holidays, and you gotta keep them occupied. But this year, because of COVID, there will be no camps, no CCA, big activities. So cannot just send the kids off on the activities. And I can't possibly keep sending them for tuition either during school holidays. Yeah. So anybody has got good ideas, please try to comment as well. I appreciate some good ideas. Okay, so that's done up. So same, you can color this. So these portions, you can pull it out and then decorate it. Yeah. So this one I'm gonna use maybe a slightly more brownish tone. So just guide it along the way. Okay. Yeah. And the circles, I just want to have very light tones. So just a very light shading around it. That's all. Yeah. So to do this, you can scribble like that. Okay. Then on over here, this is the work task. I should use our ultralight color. Okay. Done. Then this one on top, maybe I use a slightly, so you can see these ones are just normal markers, so it will come, it will smudge. I'm just gonna shade it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So this is just probably gonna be some tracker for me. Okay, it's not gonna be a list of things to do. So this is gonna be a simple tracker. Then what you can do, I normally put down the numbers over here as well. So this is what you can do on the weekly basis. So this is like week 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe it's easier if I just draw into squares for you guys. I don't know whether I put enough. 1 probably is a bit too much, but it's okay. So here week 3, 4. Ta-da. Okay, didn't plan that too hard. Let me add the green. So this is like, oh, the color doesn't match so well. I should take back a brown. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay. So fill up with whatever you're trying to track, and then you can put in some happy face, sad face, or mood track for full mood trackers, your water drinking habit trackers, your exercise trackers. You just need to fill it up. And if you need to track plenty of stuff, you can write quite a few more. So over here, maybe for me, I would just make it simple and just put the X. Yeah, so okay. Oh, and this is quite a simple spread. All right, this is our autumn theme. So you can go and try it out on your own. You can either get individual tips or just get as a package from our journaling kit, because journaling kit wise, of course, we've gotten a huge discount on it, so it's much easier. So it's so nice to have somebody actually comment. Yeah. So thank you, Jeannie. So this was a pretty simple one. So I hope you guys get some ideas as well. All right, to work on your own spread. So of course, December's coming up very soon, but I hope this autumn spread as well is a good way for you to work on some of the spreads that you've been delaying. So actually what I would normally do is I like to put at least one photograph. I haven't chosen photograph yet, so maybe I've left some space. So some of these are bigger spaces. You can probably still add some small photographs that you can cut and then paste over here. Then it'll be something fun to do, yeah? All right, so do join us again. All right, I think today I'll wrap up over here like that. Just okay. Yeah, so for those of you, today we're closed at the workroom. We'll be back open again next week. If you want to come down and check out all the stickers and all the washi tips that we have, do come down. We are open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Normally between Mondays to Fridays, and on weekends we are open from 12:30 to 6 p.m. So come down, you can test all our markers. We've got some rubber stamps that you can play with as well. Do check out all the products before you buy. That's the whole point we have over here as a showroom as well. All right. Thank you very much for joining us today. Bye.